Hey, what's happening on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and NFL fans everywhere? This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 11 and going on to my Week 12 for my very own NFL Pick Show. Let's get rolling right here. But before we get rolling right there, I want to set my thoughts and prayers about the Malcolm Young, who was a member of AC/DC. As you guys know, for some of you know, I'm a big hard rock heavy metal fan, and AC/DC is one of the favorite bands I like. So, hey, you gotta give thoughts and prayers about AC/DC. They're one of the greatest rock bands of all time, no doubt about it. Malcolm Young, we're gonna miss you really much, my friend. I know you had some health issues in the past. You had dementia, then you have, I think it was leukemia recently, so something like that, and anything else. But I know you're reunited with Bon Scott, and I'm sure you guys are having a great time up in the heavens. I'll miss you. We're gonna miss you. So, anyways, I wanted to send my thoughts and prayers out to Malcolm Young and see how they go from there. But as of now, AC/DC has Axl Rose as a member in the band now, which I'm not really too thrilled about that, but that's off topic. So, let's not get off track. Let's get focused on the situation on Week 11. Let's get rolling. Steelers and Titans, well, the Steelers and Titans game, it pretty much showed up when the Titans in the first half, but it was all Pittsburgh in the second half, so nothing much into that. The Lions, Lions are being the Lions, what can you say about that? And the Bears, trying to be the Bears, And the Jaguars, well, they pulled it off against Cleveland, now Cleveland's now winless. And the Packers and the Ravens, well, there's nothing more I could say about the Packers and Ravens. Bucks and Dolphins, it was the makeup game from Week 1. Bucks got the best of the Dolphins. Then the Rams and the Vikings. Well, the Vikings came up as a better team on there. And if that was the case, if the Rams would have won that game, the Vikings would have been in third place in the playoffs instead of the Rams. And the Saints and the Redskins, excuse me, I thought I lost track. The Saints, the Saints are rolling around right there. They're fighting their way to get in the playoffs. What can you say? Chiefs have been really struggling as of late. They lost to a New York Giants team who was only had one win at that point last week, and the Giants got their second win of the year. And Kansas City is not looking too good right now. Then the Texans and the Cardinals, it was a battle of the two injury bowl teams, so there's nothing to say about that. And the Chargers, who could say about the Chargers? Who would have thought the Chargers would put up 40 points against Buffalo? I mean, who would imagine that? Then the Broncos, there's nothing I could say about the Broncos right now. But they're making a quarterback change. Travis Simeon, I believe his name is. So that, which we'll talk more about that one in a bit. So, in the Patriots and Raiders, oh my God, Brady being Brady, there's nothing more you can say about that. I don't know, it's maybe like the beginning of the end for the Raiders in the playoff content, so, hey, who knows? The AFC West is still intact. And the Eagles and the Cowboys, look, I said, no Ezekiel Elliott, the Eagles weren't going to win. Well, pretty much I said no Ezekiel Elliott, no wins for the Cowboys, so, well, we'll see what I'm thinking about when it comes to Dallas this week. And the Seahawks and the Falcons, hey, look, the Falcons are not putting up without a fight. So, you know what? The Falcons needed to win, and they got it, and they need to hang up in the wild card spot, so that's what they are now. So, well, that's what I was thinking about in my Week 11, But I believe I went 103.57 straight up. I went 9-5 last week, and now 103.57 overall. Against the spread, 6-8. We need a little bit more better than that. So, but overall, I'm 82-73. We need to get a little bit better against the spread pool. Let's see how we do this week. We're going to kick things off for the Thanksgiving Day games. This is the Vikings and Lions. This is the battle of the two hottest teams in the NFC North. So, whoever wins this game is possibly going to get that division. So, it's a battle of Case Keenum versus Matthew Stafford. I'm not going to lie. Matthew Stafford, much better quarterback than Case Keenum. The far better team, the Minnesota Vikings do. So, how am I feeling about this? I'm going to have to take the Vikings over the Lions. despite the fact that the Vikings are the much better team. But against it on the line is the 3. So I'm in the Vikings are favored in this game, but I'm gonna actually take the Lions in this one. In this game, I'm gonna take the Lions +3 because it's a division game. You never know when it comes to these division games like that. And these teams know each other, so I'm not saying the Lions are gonna win, but they have a shot at it. You never know when Matthew Stafford's gonna pull up another comeback. So that's why I'm gonna take the Lions +3. So you never know. And the Cowboys and the Chargers. Look, I said the Chargers put up 40 points. Do you think they're going to put up 40 points against Dallas' defense? Probably not. But do you think they're going to win? That's a toss-up with that one. I'm probably going to say the Cowboys in this one. I know I said last week, no Ezekiel Elliott, they're not going to win. But, I mean, this is a Chargers team that possibly can go 8-8. I mean, it's a straight bet, but I'm going to have to take the Cowboys over the Chargers in this one. On the line is a 1-point favorite by the Chargers. I'm going to say the Cowboys +1 in this one. And ending out the Thanksgiving Day games, it's the Redskins and the Giants, another team divisional game. It's the NFC East. It's the Redskins and the Giants. I mean, these two teams know each other, and I think this is going to be a back and forth game. By far, the Redskins are a much better team on offense than the Giants are, because the Giants are major injuries, anything. But, when I think about it, though, this could be an interesting team, the Giants, the following, by next year. Not saying they may make the playoffs, but maybe not. But you never know. This could be a team that can go, I don't know, maybe 2-14 to 10-6, or 9-7, or something like that next year. This could be a turnaround, same with the way I see it. But, yeah, you never know. But my take, I'm gonna take the Redskins over the Giants. On the line, it's 7.5-point favorites by the Redskins. It's a division game. I really can't trust those division games that much, so I'm gonna have to take the Giants +7.5. Falcons and the Bucks. Well, okay, I'm not gonna lie. The Falcons needed to do what they need to win. Need to do what they need to do. And Bucks, without Winston, hey, they've been winning some games. They won 2 in a row. I mean, you gotta give congratulations to the Bucks on this one. But now they're playing the Falcons team, who is awfully red hot. They just got a big victory in Seattle. I think this is gonna be a Falcons game there. I mean, the Falcons are starting to come around as they needed to, and I'm gonna take the Falcons over the Bucks. And on the line is a 10.5-point favorite by the Falcons. I'm gonna tell you to pick the Falcons -10.5. The Bengals and the Browns. Pretty much a toilet bowl game in this one. But a much better team, it's the Bengals. But I'm going to tell you to pick the Bengals over the Browns. Excuse me. On the line, it's a 9.5-point favorite. It's Cleveland. What are you going to do? I mean, I'm going to take the Bengals -9.5. And the Titans and the Colts. Well, the Chiefs. This is the game that the Chiefs need to win. If they're not, it puts them in a deep hole for the San Diego. The Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. They can sneak up on them to win this division. It's at anyone's race in the AFC West. But this is a team that the Chiefs desperately need to win. So I'm going to take the Chiefs over the Bills. On the line, it's 11.5-point favorite, but I'm going to tell you to pick that because I don't know what I'm going to see with the Bills after they got manhandled by the Chargers last week. So I'm going to take the Bills. I'm going to take the Chiefs -11.5. Titans and Colts. I mean, Titans are the much better team. The Colts with injuries. I'm going to say the Titans over the Colts. On the line is 3. They're favored by the Titans. I'm going to tell you to take the Titans -3. Patriots and the Dolphins. Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. The Dolphins, their defense is just plain bad. And if Tom Brady knows they have a bad defense, he's going to take advantage of it. I'm taking the Patriots, my New England Patriots, over the Miami Dolphins this week. On the line, it's a 17.5-point favorite. Definitely, I'm going to tell you to take that. With Tom Brady, he knows that there's a weak defense. He takes advantage of it. I'm taking the Patriots -17.5. Panthers and the Jets. hey, there's nothing more I can say about this game. I'm going to take the Panthers over the Jets. I think the Jets are starting to tank it now, finally. On the line, it's the Panthers are favored by 4.5. I'm going to take the Panthers minus 4.5. And the Eagles and the Bears. I mean, this is a tough battle team. You know, the Bears are not a mediocre joke team anymore. They have Jay Cutler. But I'm going to say the Eagles over the Bears because Carson Wentz is going to do Carson Wentz things. And then on the line, the Eagles are favored at 14.5 point favorite. I kind of trust Carson Wentz in this case. So I'm pretty much a Carson Wentz fan right now, you can say. So I'm going to take the Eagles minus 14.5. And the Seahawks and the 49ers, a divisional round game. But I'll tell you this, if the 49ers beat the Seahawks have no right to be in the playoffs. But I think the Seahawks will win this game. I'm going to take the Seahawks over the Raiders. On the line is 7.5 for the Seahawks. I'm going to tell you to take the Seahawks minus 7.5. Broncos and the Raiders, a divisional matchup. I mean, this is both teams need to win really badly. But I'm going to tell you this. That Travis Simeon is going to be the starting quarterback for the Raiders, which I believe he's the starting quarterback for the Raiders now, for the Broncos now. But anyways, that being said, they made a quarterback change. I think this is going to help the Broncos up. And I'm going to tell you, they're going to pull up an upset against the Raiders. I'm going to tell you to take the Broncos over the Raiders. On the line is the Raiders favored by 5. I'm going to tell you to pick the Broncos plus 5 on this one. In the Saints and the Rams, this could be an interesting game right here. This could be a Sunday Night Football game or a Thanksgiving Day game or something, or maybe a Monday Night Football game. But the way this going, I like the Saints how they're rolling, and the Rams, they don't have a really good run defense. That's what the Saints have. You don't get to take the Saints over the Rams. On the line is a 2.5 point favorite by the Rams. Saints plus 2.5. Jaguars and the Cardinals. Look, the Jaguars got a great defense. They're going in the right directions. Not the Cardinals. I'm taking the Jaguars over the Cardinals. On the line, Jaguars are 5 point favorite. I'm going to take the Jags minus 5. Sunday Night Football game, the Steelers and the Packers. Look, I mean, if this was Aaron Rodgers playing, this would be looking into a whole different ball game right here. Man, but that being said, though, Big Ben is going to be all over Green Bay on this, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to take the Steelers over the Packers. And on the line, the Steelers are 15-point favorites in this game. Geez, these picks are like college football picks games. And now I look at it. But anyways, that's aside. That being said, I'm going to take the Steelers minus 15 and on Monday Night Football. The Ravens and the Texans. Yeah, with all those injuries going through the Texans right now, I can't trust the Texans right now. I'm going to take the Ravens over the Texans. I'm going to take the Texans plus 8 because I don't trust the Ravens, what they're going to do. That being said. All right, that's going to do it for my very own NFL Pick Show. Shoutouts for the week, TJ Harmon. Definitely check him out. He's known as Fly Eagles Fly. Definitely check TJ Harmon out. He's a really great NFL YouTube prognosticator. Really makes good picks. Check out New Jack, known as New Jack. Excuse me. He does the Master of the Crying Jordans on there. If you want to have a Crying Jordan photo, that's the guy you want to look after. You definitely check him out. And definitely check out Edward Leonard. He's a really good NFL YouTube prognosticator. They all call him the Zodiac Man there. He does a lot of Zodiac things too. That's why they call him that. So if you wanted like a Zodiac reading sign, that's definitely a guy I would recommend. And not only that, check out my good buddy Martin Wrong. He's a really good NFL YouTube prognosticator. He's a really good friend of ours. And don't forget to check out our community. Our links are gonna be down below. Check him out. Check us out on Facebook and check out all the NFL YouTube prognosticators down below. And until then, happy Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of turkey. And don't shop on Black Friday. You're going to regret that. Until then, I'll see you guys all again next week. Peace.